Hi Bree, I'm so glad you were able to make it in today. Did you find the office okay?
Yep.
Okay, good. So before we get started with our session today, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. So I am currently a graduate student at the University of Indianapolis, and I'm going for my master's in mental health counseling. So what that means is, being that I'm a student, I am currently under the supervision of Dr. Rachel Feldwish. And because of that, our sessions are going to have to be videotaped, as you can see by the camera over here. Everything that we discuss will remain between the two of us. Besides the fact that my supervisor will also have access to these videos. The only people that will have access to these videos are myself and my supervisor. Once our sessions are terminated, these videos will be deleted. Does that sound okay to you?
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't have any questions? Okay, good. So, besides that, there are a few limits to confidentiality that I have to discuss with you. One being, if you indicate any signs that you are planning to hurt yourself, you have a specific plan, or I feel that you are in danger of hurting yourself, you and I would have to discuss it, and I would have to discuss it with my supervisor, and we would have to make a plan just to, a way to keep you safe.
Okay.
The second limit would be if you indicate that you are a danger to others, if you are at risk of harming others. And again, we would have to discuss it, create a plan to keep you and the other people safe.
Okay.
And the third would be that if you say something about a child or an adult currently being abused, then I would have to report it to CPS or APS. Do you have any questions about that?
No, I mean, that all sounds like common sense, so, yeah, I'm not suicidal or anything, so.
Okay. So, if all of that sounds good to you, I just want to tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. Basically, I just want to get to know you. I'm going to ask you a few questions about why you're here, what's going on in your life, and if you have questions at any time, whether it's about me or any questions in general, feel free to ask. Okay? You can stop me at any point. So, if all of that's okay, I'd like to get started. Is that all right?
Yeah, we can do that. Sounds good.
Perfect. So, why don't you tell me what brings you in today?
It's my boyfriend. So we've been together for 6 years. I'm a freshman at IUPUI. So I am 19 and I'm from Minnesota originally, and I just moved here a couple weeks ago, right before the start of the semester, and he came down and helped me move in and everything, and he even stayed for a little bit because he's not going to college, he's just living at home, he's taking a gap year, and he's just gotten super jealous, ever since I moved here.
Jealous how?
He's afraid that I'm going to find somebody else that I like better than him and leave him.
And does his being jealous, does that affect you in any way?
Well, I mean, yeah, I can't go out and do stuff. My friends will I live IUPUI, since you're around here, I guess it's right downtown. So on the weekends and stuff, we can't go out to bars yet or anything, but I mean, every college student drinks. So people will have an apartment party or something, or since I'm living in a dorm, there'll be resident hall functions and stuff like that, and he doesn't want me to go to them because he's afraid that I won't talk to him as much or that I'll meet somebody else.
Has he explicitly told you his concerns about you going out with other people?
I mean, yeah, he's always well, ultimately it's your decision, but that's kind of when your mom says, oh, you're old enough to make your own choices, what choice they want you to pick, and it's you really don't have one. Okay. And I mean, I love him a lot. Like, we've been together since we were 13. Like, it's a super long time for a relationship. And I've obviously put all this time and effort into it, but he just, I don't know if it's just like an adjustment period, like, or if it's something else, because he's never been like this. Like, when I lived at home, he wasn't acting like this at all.
From what it sounds like, it could potentially just be an adjustment period. It could just be the fact that it's the first time you get away from him. And I understand for both parties that that can be stressful. And
Right.
it's a change, and that can be hard. On the other hand, it also sounds like a bit of a controlling factor on his part. Whereas you should be able to go out and make friends. This was your freshman year of college. You're here for 4 years,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. And like, it's not like I don't have friends. Like, I'm super close with my roommate, and he knows that. And like, I've even Skyped with him, and he's like met her like virtually, and he's like fine with that. But, and then like the way that our dorm is structured is it's like, it's an all girls floor, but then like the floor below us is boys, and above us is boys, and then there's another girls floor on top. And each like hallway's locked, like you can't get onto the hallway or whatever without like having an ID. Like, they still have to come let you in. So it's not like a really co-ed dorm or whatever. But I mean, whenever like our entire dorm like has a function, like he knows that guys are gonna be there, so he just gets like super jealous about it. But like, if I'm just hanging out with friends that are girls, he's fine.
Do you think that he would feel more comfortable with you hanging out with people that he's met, whether it's over Skype or in person?
I mean, he seemed to like my roommate fine before he ever met her over Skype. I mean, he's supposed to come down here over fall break, which is happening in like a week.
Okay.
So I told him that he can meet some people, but I mean, I don't know if that's gonna help, because I mean, if he meets them and, you know, he thinks that they're my type or whatever, then he's just gonna get all worried about it again.
I'm wondering if it would be helpful if perhaps when he's visiting over your fall break, maybe the two of you could discuss the terms of your relationship, and you can express your concern, because it sounds like you're concerned about this, and it seems to really be affecting you right now.
Right, I mean, it is, because I don't feel like I have as many friends as I should have.
And I understand completely. I was an undergrad once, my freshman year of college in a new area, and the feeling that you want to have friends, it's completely understandable, and you should be able to make friends.
Right, and it would be like different if I went to school just like back in Minnesota, but I didn't. Like, I moved here because IUPUI has a really, really good nursing program, and I want to be a nurse, and that's why I moved here. And Minnesota doesn't have schools like that, but like, it's my decision. It's the decision that I made, and like, he told me to go. Like, he agreed with me, so I don't know.
And that can be really frustrating because on the one hand you still care about your boyfriend, from what it sounds like. You've been together for 6 years. But on the other hand, you also want to have the freedom to make your own choices while you're here in Indiana.
Right.
So we're almost out of time with the session for today. So
Okay.
I just wanted to kind of recap what you told me, make sure I understand everything. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
So it sounds like, being that you're in a new state and you're just starting college, that's a huge transition. And it sounds to me that you're concerned about your relationship with your boyfriend, and that you feel that you don't have enough freedom to be able to make new friends. And
Yes. Exactly.
go out.
That's exactly right.
All right. Well, I'm really glad that you felt comfortable enough to share this with me. Would you like to schedule an appointment for next week?
Yeah, I think it's been helpful. So do I do that with you or where?
I will walk you out and you can schedule an appointment at the desk with Sharon.
Okay.
All right?
All right, great. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for coming in. Mm-hmm.